I know you ain't been lonely, and I've been going lonely. I know you been feeling lonely, and I've been going lonely. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong rays. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you want your own thing. I know you want your own thing. I'm smoking on strong, babe. All of my money, like Robert De Niro. I'm eating her hair on. I'm smoking gelato. She know where they be though. All on the bar show. I'm there with these bimbos. I ride in the Benzos. I ride in gelato. All in the Lambo. I'm worship the famo. She know where they be though. I'm on the north side. Bitch in the mile wide. Know where they be though. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong rays. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you want your own thing. I know you want your own thing. She hit me on FaceTime. I tell her little bitch why. Tell her little bitch though. I let her go pie though. I let her on Sky though. She know what it be though. I hit her every day though. I been busy though. Yeah. Bad little bitch in my car though. She is a bad little bitch in my car. I tell her little bitch, you know you a slob. I tell her little bitch, looking so good and your son so kiss and your sin look good. You know she from the hood and she all that bad wood. She know what's good and she know. I know you ain't feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong days. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you want your own thing. Up in the road, foreign guys with my name on their toes. These status acknowledge me. She put the seat back and I had to see by the little mama wanted to suck in the swallow me. Welcome to the Check-In Report. I am your humble yet gracious host, True and Livin. I am in the building. How you guys doing on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday night rather? We're here to talk about some topics tonight. Druski and Odell Beckham Jr. get wrapped up in a diddler kerfluffle. They are being accused of grape. And there's a victim. There's a woman claiming that Odell Beckham and Druski sexually assaulted her. And it's all by way of Diddy, of course, all by way of Diddy. You know, everybody's wrapping up Diddy in a new case. And we also have to talk about Doechii and her hatred for straight heterosexual men. We have to talk about that tonight. That's on the docket tonight. And we may talk a little bit about the Long Island fires. I have a theory on the Long Island fires. We may get to that tonight as well. But this came out today. Odell Beckham Jr. and Druski, they're being wrapped up in a kerfluffle here. Odell Beckham Jr. and Druski have been named as defendants in Ashley Parham's amended complaint against Diddy, and they have both been accused of grape. Now, if you don't know who Druski is an internet comedian. You know, he does the Could Have Been Love series. You know, he's a pretty popular guy, man. He's pretty popular streamer. And I always felt like, you know, he was a little bit zesty. You know, I wasn't necessarily surprised at Odell Beckham Jr. neither. These dudes, they come off very sexually ambiguous to me. You know, Odell Beckham and Druski, they come off very sexually ambiguous to me. That doesn't mean that they're, catching, not pitching, or that they're bisexual. It just means that, you know, I don't know. They seem a little sexually fluid to me. But they're being wrapped up in this whole Diddy kerfluffle, and they're both being accused of grape, which is absolutely deplorable. Comedian Druski is being accused of taking part in Diddy's sex parties, freak-offs, and grape. This is in the lawsuit here. Hold on, let me read some of this right here. Give me a second. Let me pull up on this real quick.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh man. This is a I think him and Diddy did a little skit. We may have to play that later. Yeah, him and Diddy he was hanging tough with Diddy at one point. Wow. Him and Diddy was hanging out. They was hanging tough. Him and Diddy was hanging tough, you know. They were pretty good. Defendant Druski then caught himself sliding over plaintiff. Wait, hold on, yo. We got to get the logistics right. We got to get the logistics right on this one, because I'm hearing something about a slip and slide, something about Druski and a slip and slide. I don't know what the thing is with that. I got to look into that. Something about Druski and a slip and slide. Defendant Druski then caught himself from sliding over plaintiff, oiled body, and off the bed. He began kissing plaintiff vaginally. So he was kissing the cooter. You know, this was a nice little, you know, Diddy party on a Thursday night. You know, everybody was oiled up. You know, everybody was oiled up from the rooter to the tutor. You know, Diddy got his body all greased up, and Druski was in the corner somewhere, you know, kissing, you know, a joint on the cooter. While defendant Druski was R-wording plaintiff, defendant Diddy sat in a chair near the bed and began pleasing himself while recording plaintiff R-wording by defendant Druski. Another party's phone fell on the bed near plaintiff. Plaintiff then attempted to grab the phone, but it slipped out. You know, niggas was greasy in there. I would imagine, you know, things are slipping everywhere. You know, everything is slipping. I'm imagining niggas slipping all over the floor. It's like a slip and slide in there. Niggas slipping and sliding all over the place. When your body is greased up from the rooter to the tutor, I would imagine things are slipping everywhere. People are slipping and falling, and you know, it's a lot of baby oil. That's a lot of baby oil. Another party's phone fell on the bed near plaintiff. Plaintiff then attempted to grab the phone, but it slipped out of her hand and onto the floor due to all the lubricant that had been doused all over the person by defendant Diddy and Druski. Hold on.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. Hold on. Defendant Diddy began laughing at plaintiff attempt to grab the phone. Throughout the defendant Diddy made constant belittling remarks to plaintiff, including that he owned her now. Oh, Diddy was talking about he owned that. What do y'all think, man? Like I said, sometimes you want to not believe these things. Sometimes you want to not believe these things. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think that the plaintiff, the woman accusing these guys, she picked two sexually ambiguous dudes. Druski, he just seems very sexually ambiguous to me. So it's not necessarily that I believe it, the story. It's that it could be true. You know, I'm hearing about niggas slipping and sliding all over the place. Niggas sliding the phone, the phone. I mean, I want to know, why did the phone slip out? Why was the phone greased up and slipping out? And where was the phone being put in? Was somebody trying to sexually assault somebody with a phone? Like, why was the phone even, like, when you're having sex, right? Unless you're filming it, maybe if you're filming it, but you know, I would think when you're having sex, you know, the phone would be on the counter, the phone would be, you know, maybe near you, but not on you. Like, what were they doing with the phone? And I'm gonna be honest with you, if I'm greased up with baby oil from the rooter to the tutor, if I'm from the rooter to the tutor, if I'm greased up with baby oil, I don't want to hold my phone, because, you know, then your phone could get messed up. Your phone, you know, you might put some baby oil in the charging port. It may not be able to charge properly. I mean, to me, it just seems like, you know, holding your phone with baby oil seems kind of dangerous to me. Yeah, man, but I mean, this sounds crazy though. So they saying Druski caught himself from sliding over plaintiff oiled body. So he was slipping and sliding. It was like a slip and slide in there. Y'all know, like a slip and slide. Y'all know remember the slip and slides? Remember the slip and slides when y'all was long? Slip and slide. Hold on. Slip and slide. I mean, we ain't talking about slip and slide records with Trick Daddy. I'm talking about the slip and slide. So pretty much Druski, Diddy, and Odell Beckham, they was like, you know, the girl was the slip and slide, right? The girl was the slip and slide, and this was Druski sliding over her. That's what I would imagine, right? Because I would imagine that the girl. Actually, let me get this child off of the screen talking about this. But I would imagine, right? I would imagine that the slip and slide, right? The slip and slide was the girl, right? The girl was all greased up, and she was all greased up from the rooter to the tutor. And then, you know, Druski, he got greased up from the rooter to the tutor. And he's like sliding over her body, like on some astral glide, slip and slide, like, you know, real fast. Like, you know, when two oiled up bodies are on each other, I would think that, you know, they would be sliding and gliding off of one another. You know, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm guessing they were making some type of human slip and slide from what I'm saying. Maybe that's what Diddy was doing with all that baby oil. Maybe he was, you know, having like human slip and slides. Maybe it wasn't necessarily, well, maybe that was a part of it, you know, the sexual gratification. But, you know, I'm guessing maybe they were making human slip and slides, from what I'm saying, because this is what I'm saying here. Because it says Druski then caught himself from sliding over plaintiff oiled up body. Off the bed. He began R-wording plaintiff vaginally. I thought it was okay. I thought it said kissing, you know, because, you know, I'm kind of messed up with all these the words being, like, you know, taken out. But yeah, he R-worded the plaintiff vaginally. Defendant Druski was R-wording the plaintiff. Defendant Diddy sat in the chair. So look, now we have a confirmation. Diddy is a cuck. Diddy likes to watch. Diddy wants to watch. He wants to watch what's going on here. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Salute to everybody that's watching right now. But yeah, Diddy likes to watch, man. Diddy likes to watch. Diddy likes to watch what's going on. He wants to sit in a chair. You know, he wants to look at what you're doing. He wants to see what you're doing in the corner there. You know, see what you're grabbing on. Ishan says, hold on. He says, I think Kevin Hart's name and LeBron will come out. Okay, you think Kevin Hart and LeBron is going to be mentioned in this? I don't know, man. Those guys got a lot of money. He says also that, but it will come out with LeBron when LeBron retires. I disagree. I don't think LeBron is dumb enough to hang around Diddy at his freak off parties. I think LeBron is too smart of a businessman. LeBron is too smart of a businessman. To be hanging around with Diddy, with all these. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if LeBron was running around with Diddy, it would have came out a long time ago. The one thing LeBron has been able to do is keep this picture perfect image of him being, very minimal controversies to LeBron's name. Because when you think about every prominent basketball player, from the Michael Jordans to the Kobes, they've all had some type of controversy. LeBron has been the only one to really get away from all the controversy. I just think LeBron just a really great businessman. So I don't think LeBron has nothing to do with this. In terms of Druski, man, I don't know, man. I didn't see nothing about Odell Beckham. Hold on, let me read this. Odell Beckham Jr. and Druski have been named as defendants in Ashley Parham's amended lawsuit against Diddy, where they both face accusations of R-word. There's a lot of people in this amendment as well. I saw Jaguar Wright is in here. Why is Jaguar Wright in here? Does Jaguar Wright have something to do with this case? Because look, you see, you got Diddy in here. You got Christina Corham. You got Shane Pierce, Ruben Valdez, John, whatever. You got Odell Beckham right here. Then you got Druski, this right here, Druski. And I saw it was Jacqueline Wright, Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright is in this case. What is Jaguar Wright doing here? Is this one of the victims that Jaguar Wright said she had? Jaguar Wright said she had victims. Is this one of the victims Jaguar Wright had? But yeah, the internet is reacting to this. Let me see what they're saying. Druski really made a skit about himself after he got named in a Diddy case. Really? He's already replied.
Sayonara. We got good and bad news. Good news, we got your payment, buddy. Bad news, they gave you life.
Oh nah, this is old. I remember this. This is when he was Now let me go to the part. Let me go to that video where Druski is in hanging around with Diddy, because that's interesting to me. Because he was hanging around with Diddy. Because I know Odell Beckham has been to a Diddy party, but Druski, he was really hanging around with Diddy like that, huh? He did a skit with him and everything. Yeah, what happened when Druski got too comfortable at Diddy's house? Yeah, this is on Revolt. Hold on, let me see.
So you think you know Wicks?
So he has a video that's named Druski gets too comfortable at Diddy's house. Let's see what's going on here. He got too comfortable at Diddy's house. Now you can't get too comfortable. You can't get too comfortable at Diddy's house. That's the rumor. That has been an ongoing rumor that you cannot get too comfortable at Diddy's house. You can't be, got your pants unbuckled. You walking around the house half naked. You can't be doing that when you're in Diddy's house, man. You can't. You gotta make sure you're solid. Hold on. Why is everything? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I think I'm having some technical issues here. Why am I having technical issues here? What's going on? Am I good? Am I back? Okay, I think I'm back. Oh, okay, I think I'm back. My fault, y'all. I think my stream started messing up at one point. All right. Or at least on my side. All right, I think we're back though. Yeah, let's take a look at this, because I didn't know he was hanging around with Diddy like that. I had no clue he was running around with Diddy.
Hold up now. Nigga, is this the crib?
Oh shit.
I knew I was supposed to be living like this, man. I always knew.
Was this the day in question? I need to know. Was this the day in question that Druski and Diddy and Odell Beckham was engaging in the criminal act? We need to know. We need to know if this might have been the day. This might have been the day of. We may have to look at people's faces. This video may be added to the whole lawsuit.
Mr. Druski.
That's a cold town, Mr. Druski. Mr. Druski Combs now.
He calls himself Druski Combs. Druski, why did you take Diddy's last name? You're Druski Combs? What's going on? Like I said, yo, he's very, to me, Druski is very sexually ambiguous. I've even seen a video where somebody said they seen him at a gay party and he was like somewhere in the corner fondling something. He seems very sexually ambiguous to me. And the thing about Odell Beckham, people say the same, very sexually ambiguous. And when I say sexually ambiguous, it doesn't necessarily mean gay. I'm not trying to say that Druski's gay or even bisexual. Sexually ambiguous means you don't really know what's going on with them. Are they gay? Are they straight? Yeah, I've seen them with women, but you know, I've also seen them do some zesty things. These guys are sexually ambiguous. You know, I can't tell if he's catching, pitching. I can't tell if he likes hot dogs. I can't tell if he likes Franks or if he likes burgers. I can't tell if he likes, if he had a penis bounce on his chin or not. When I look at Druski's face, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't tell. I don't know if he bounced a penis on his face or not. I don't know. He comes off to me very sexually ambiguous. You know, and he does that weird thing that white boys do. You know, like the white boys. White boys, they make a lot of homoerotic jokes. Do you notice that about him? He makes a lot of homoerotic jokes. A lot of homoerotic jokes. Anytime you see any of his comedy, and don't get me wrong, he's a funny guy. I'm not gonna, get on him too bad. He's salute to FBA. FBA says, LOL. What's up, fam? What's up? What's up, FBA? What's going on, bro? Yeah, the thing about Druski, he just comes off very sexually ambiguous. I don't necessarily know if he's straight. I don't necessarily know if he's straight leg or and like I said, he does that thing that a lot of white boys do. A lot of white boy content creators, they make a lot of homoerotic jokes. A lot of homoerotic jokes. Like, black people, we don't play like that. We don't do all the homoerotic jokes. Like, knock, knock, who's there? My penis on your face. Like, we don't really make a lot of homoerotic jokes, and a lot of zesty behavior. He does that a lot. So, I noticed that about him too. That's why I say he's very sexually ambiguous. But let's continue.
Hold on, boy. I ain't never been to nobody's house with a booty.
Well, we gotta look at the faces in this video because this might have been the night of.
How did you get in here?
We got 12 people in the building. I need you to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Don't just be a looky-loo. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue.
What up, man?
What's going on?
Just waiting on my food to get done.
Got your towel.
It's one of Diddy's kids.
Pillow.
I think that's Quincy, right?
The whole setup.
Oh, yeah.
Was Quincy named in that lawsuit? I didn't see Quincy's name. Hold on, let me go back. I didn't see Quincy's name in that lawsuit. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't see Quincy's name. Quincy Combs, right? Quincy. I didn't see Quincy or a Christian in that lawsuit. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, I don't see Quincy's name. Quincy. Oh, Janice Combs. Whoa, isn't that Diddy's mother? Hold on. Diddy's mother was at the freak offs? Hold on. Janice Combs, that's Diddy's mom, right? Hold on. Janice Combs, that's Diddy's mom, right? Janice Combs. Janice Combs was at the freak offs? Fire! Hold on, Diddy. Hold on.
Diddy, you had your mother at the freak-offs? Do you know how diabolical it is to have your mother at the freak-off? You oiled up with baby oil from the rooter to the tutor, and you got your mom at the function? You know how diabolical that is? That's ridiculous. I had no idea. So his mom, Diddy's mom is in here. But yeah, I don't see Christian and I don't see Quincy. So they haven't been named in this Freako indictment.
Yeah. Thought you was getting in here with me, man.
I'm good, bro. Let's go inside.
I'm waiting on the girls to come up in here. I know you got them.
Right here we have a world-class piano that no one has ever touched before.
Damn.
Yes, it's a one of one.
Woo, y'all got some nice shit in
See, this might have been the room where it was going down. This might have been the room where they had the baby oil. Because me personally, I don't think it's a designated room. I think the freak off, Diddy strikes me as a dude that the freak off can go down wherever it needs to go down. Nobody's hiding, right? Nobody's hiding because it's been well documented, you know, about his sons bringing women around. I think that the freak-offs happen wherever they damn well please. Wherever the baby oil is, that's where the freak-off is happening. So I think that this may have been a designated room, you know?
here, man. Come on. Hey, bro, you gotta get me a picture under this shit. Hey,
Bro, chill, bro.
Hey,
chill,
yo, what is he doing?
Bro, you always act like this in people's cribs?
Nigga, what I do? I thought
Bro, you're tripping.
Okay. Christian Combs is in the building. Okay. So, you know, listen, man.
Yo, you got the Wi-Fi?
I don't got the Wi-Fi. Wait 1 second real quick.
Hold on. Let me see something.
Woo! Can't do without this.
He was trying on Diddy's clothes and stuff like that. So, man, what's going on here? Okay. He's trying on Diddy's clothes.
Trying to get my hands on everything's real.
Taking a sip of De Leon. Now listen, he took a sip of De Leon. Well, what was going on? What was in that De Leon that night, Druski? What was in that De Leon that night? What was in that? Ishan says, bro, not his mom. Yeah, man, Janice Combs. She's in the lawsuit. She's in the superseding Freako lawsuit. So I don't know. Interesting. But what was in this De Leon? You know, Druski picked up some De Leon vodka, some De Leon liquor. What was in that bottle that night? Maybe Druski was drugged. And, you know, maybe that's why he's being thrown in this thing. Maybe he has no knowledge of this stuff. I don't know.
De Leon tequila.
The De Leon tequila.
Owned by a black man. Don't mind if I do.
Uh-oh, the boogeyman is in the building. The boogeyman is in the building. The diddler catches you sipping on his tequila. You got his robe on your back, right? You're oiled up in baby oil from the rooter to the tutor. What do you do? Do you A, run out of there for dear life? Do you B, fight him off of you? Do you C, give up the goods? Take that. Or how about D, all of the above? What do you do? Diddy catches you in his house. You're all greased up from the rooter to the tutor. You got his robe on. You're sipping his tequila. Listen, man. What do you do? See, this kind of when I'm reading the lawsuit about the slip and slide, they said that Diddy belittled Druski. They said Druski was wilding out at the freak off and he belittled him. See, this kind of reminds me of that.
I wouldn't.
Don't he look like Slink Johnson in this right here? Don't Diddy look like Slink Johnson? Don't look like Diddy would tell Druski, listen, I like you and I want you. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if Diddy looked at me like this, if I was in a room with Diddy, hear me out. If I was in a room with Diddy and he looked at me like this, and I got a couple of shots of tequila in my system, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be worried about my butthole. I don't want no man looking at me like this after I took a couple shots of tequila. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have to swing on you. Tell me this don't look like he's ready to take Druski's butt. He look like he's ready to take Druski's butt. Hey, Playboy, you in my house. You know what I mean? You got my robe on, you're drinking my tequila, and you ain't throwing me no ass. Playboy. You ain't throwing me no ass, and you running around here in my crib, my $1 million crib, got my robe on, my glasses on, drinking my tequila, and you ain't throwing me no ass, Druski. Yeah, this is not. I would not want Diddy to ever look at me like this.
Shot.
Owned by a black man.
Owned by a black man.
Yeah, man. You know, and Odell Beckham is mentioned. I don't see a lot of people talking about Odell in here though. Hold on. I don't see a lot of people talking about Odell. They're more so talking about Druski, making jokes about Druski, Odell Beckham. I don't really see the conversation about Odell too much. Let me see something. Let me see. Let's see what this says. I want to see if we can read anything in terms of. Yeah, we read this part. I don't see anything in terms of Odell. I'm trying to find some Odell stuff. Okay. Odd and unique. Plaintiff has come to the discovery. Defendant Joe R-worded her was defendant Odell. Plaintiff body was becoming more and more limp over the course of the violent R-wording until eventually she had no control over her body, nor could she move her body. When defendant Druski finished R-wording her, defendant KK entered the room to examine the condition of plaintiff who was barely. This is crazy. Yeah, and they're talking about more about IV fluid bags. They're talking more about the IVs. This doesn't look good, man. This doesn't look good. This looks very nasty. Very nasty. Let me see what this is.
You ever been to one of Diddy parties?
Oh.
Yeah, I've been in attendance. Hey, what the fuck you smirking for?
You ever been to one of Diddy parties?
Yeah, I've been in attendance.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what the fuck you smirking for? Hold
on. Got him. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is not good. We can place you at a Diddy party at this point, Druski. We know you've been to his house. We just seen the video where you at his house. You was on the Gillian Wallow podcast. You've admitted to being at a Diddy party. This does not look good. This doesn't look good whatsoever. Let's play this.
Ever been to one of Diddy parties?
Yeah, I've been in attendance. Hey, what the fuck you smirking for?
You saying that?
I've been in attendance.
We just asking regular
That's all
questions.
I said. That's all I said. I said I've been in attendance. I have been in attendance.
We never been. We just asking.
We just asking.
As soon as you asked, he said.
You had fun?
I ain't seen that.
Yeah, you did. Huh?
I ain't seen that.
Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, I mean, it was a party.
Yeah, nigga, I had fun.
I
Wow.
wasn't at one of them parties.
What party?
Nah, Druski. Nah, Druski. That's not what the lawsuit says. Somebody says he likes hot dogs. Hold on. Somebody says he likes hot dogs. He does look like he likes hot dogs. Salute to Sinclair. I see Sinclair's in the building. What's up, Sinclair? Ryan says Druski likes hot dog. He does look like he likes hot dog. He look like a hot dog eater. He look like he had a hot dog bounced on his chin a couple times, at least once. But we could place him at the party. We could place him at the Diddy party. He's claimed to be at the Diddy party. Sinclair says, "True, are you affected by the fires?" No. I'm in Nassau County. Most of those fires, they're on the east end of Long Island. They're more so going down Sunrise Highway, going out into the Hamptons. I heard Riverhead is affected. Yeah, it's nasty. I may talk about that in a little while. I believe that somebody started those fires. I think that I hate to put it. I hate to keep kicking in the backs of the Democrats, but I think it has something to do with the Democrats. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the liberals. I think that there's some tree burning liberal out there that's probably in alliance with the climate control and all those other different organizations and a bunch of liberals. I think that they have something to do with the wildfires and stuff like that. I think that somebody started those wildfires. I think that it's arson. But I'm not affected by those fires. Most of those fires are on the east end. They're nowhere near Nassau County. I live in Nassau County. Most of those fires in Suffolk County. So shout out to everybody that's out in Suffolk County. It's been majority. Most of those fires have been contained. They've been contained. Most of them have been contained. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday it was really bad. I was watching a lot of stuff on the news, but I'm good though. I'm good. Thank you for asking though, Sinclair. Who else we got in here? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, but that's what it is. Let's get back to this Druski thing, because he said he was at the Diddy party. We're almost wrapping up. We got to get to Doechii, and then we got to get to I may talk a little bit about the wildfire. So let's kind of wrap this up with Druski.
You ever been to one of Diddy parties?
Yeah, I've been in attendance. I've been in attendance. Hey, what the fuck you smirking for?
ain't saying that.
I've been in attendance.
We just asking regular
That's all
questions.
I said. That's all I said. I said I've been in attendance. I have been in attendance.
We never been. We just asking.
We just asking.
As soon as you asked, he said,
You had fun?
I ain't seen that.
"Yeah, you did."
I ain't seen that.
Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, I mean, it was a party. I wasn't at one of them parties.
That's not what the lawsuit says. The lawsuit says different.
We ain't say that about the party. What parties?
What parties you talking about?
I have been in attendance at a puff party. You know what I'm saying? I've been in attendance. Yeah, I went. Yeah, but I ain't. Yeah, I don't know which party. The party I went to, it was girls turn up. You know what I'm saying? The regular. You know what I mean? Other celebrities and shit. Yeah,
that's when you know lying when they say, "I ain't been to one of them parties." Wait, what party?
That's crazy.
Damn, they really throwing this nigga underneath the bus right now. Damn. They damn near putting him at the scene of the crime.
Did you know?
I thought it was only one type of party. What you mean that party?
Nah. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't watch some of y'all podcasts. I see y'all talking about.
They damn near put him at the scene of the crime. Damn. They damn near put him at the scene of the crime, man. Odell Beckham, oh man, yeah. I don't see too much about Odell. He was in a lawsuit though. He was in that lawsuit. Let me see what this is. Oh, what's going on here? Got Justin Bieber in the building. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Let me see. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It don't look good though. This doesn't look good, man. And this is just another lawsuit for Diddy. It's another lawsuit for Diddy. I mean, and like I said, both of these dudes, in my opinion, both of these dudes are sexually ambiguous enough to believe the rumors. Like I said, I think Druski is very sexually ambiguous. It's like you don't really know. He may be gay, he may not be. He may be bisexual. Same thing with Odell. People have said that about Odell for years. They thought Odell Beckham was possibly bisexual. So and what has Diddy's what have people been saying about Diddy for a while? People have been saying about Diddy for a while that Diddy's bisexual. They've been saying that he's on the low or whatever. So for the lawsuit to name Druski, Odell Beckham, I don't know, man. To me, this doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, and it's just another lawsuit for Diddy. This is a civil lawsuit, but we'll see. We'll take a look and see where this is gonna go. I don't think Druski has. I mean, I would think that he hasn't. I would think that he hasn't. Said anything yet. Let me see. Has Druski said anything? I think he should put out a statement. He should put out a statement. Yeah, nothing. No. Hasn't said anything. Is it on the Shade Room? Let me see. Did the Shade Room post any of this stuff? They rock with Druski. Let me see. Did they post any of this? I don't think they posted it yet. Nah, they haven't posted it yet. Yeah, man. But in terms of Druski, man, I mean, Druski and Odell Beckham, I don't know. It doesn't look good. And when you look at the names in this lawsuit, it's very interesting. You got Jaguar Wright. She's mentioned in this lawsuit. She's mentioned here. You got Sean Combs. I'm just talking about the people who of notoriety that we know. You got Sean Combs, Odell Beckham, Druski. He's right here. Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright is in here. Because remember, Jaguar Wright said that she had victims. She said she had victims that was going to come forward. Is this one of the victims that has come forward? And then you have, of course, Janice Combs, which is Diddy's mom. Diddy's mom is mentioned in here. Was Diddy's mom at the freak-offs? I want to know.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Yeah, I want to know if Diddy's mom was at these freak-offs. Was Diddy's mom in there, getting cracked? Respectfully. She is an elder, but was she in there getting cracked? I want to know. I want to know if she was getting greased up with baby oil from the rooter to the tutor. I want to know. These are the things that we need to know. But I don't know, man. In terms of Druski, I think that both of these dudes are sexually ambiguous enough for us to believe them. But we're gonna see how this plays out in terms of this case. But yeah, has Odell? Let me see if Odell has said anything. I'm sure neither one of these guys are gonna say anything until their lawyers take a look at this. Let me see. He's with his beautiful seed. Yeah, he's with his kid, chilling. And as he should. He probably gonna let the lawyers handle this. Yeah, so Druski or Odell Beckham has mentioned this, so I'm guessing they're gonna let the lawyers handle this. So let's get into the next topic. Anybody knows Doechii, the rapper Doechii? She's from TDE. She recently won a Grammy at the BET Awards. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel like the industry has been amping this girl up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan of her. Anybody a fan of Doechii? Let me know. Anybody in the chat a fan of Doechii? Have a little talk about Doechii tonight. Anybody a fan of Doechii? Anybody a fan of Doechii? Anybody ever heard of Doechii? I want to know. Has anybody heard of Doechii? We got like 12 people in the building. Has anybody heard of Doechii? Anybody a fan of Doechii? Anybody? Somebody? Scream! I don't think nobody's heard of Doechii. I don't think anybody's heard of Doechii. Ryan says no. Okay. Yeah, I don't think nobody's heard of Doechii. I think she's an industry plant, right? I think personally, I think that she's an industry plant. I think, you know, a lot of times in hip hop, they put industry plants in the game. It's somebody you never heard of. They don't have a hot record that's, you know, blowing up everywhere. And they just pop up out of nowhere. They start winning Grammys. They start getting you know, all this having all this notary. Sinclair says she's okay. Hold on, let me put Sinclair's comment up there. Sinclair says she's okay. She's been pushed a lot lately. Exactly, that's my point. You know, I feel like she's an industry plant. I feel like they have been pushing this girl to the moon. She like, I'm gonna be honest, you know, her winning a best artist at the Grammys, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, her impact in hip hop, it's not being felt. Nobody's talking about this girl in hip hop like that. I gotta be honest with you. I don't really hear any discussions about her in hip hop. When it comes to female hip hop right now, people are having discussions about Glorilla. They're having discussions about Sexy Red, Lotto, Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, of course. Cardi B, she's supposed to be working on a new album. I don't really hear a lot of hoopla over Doechii, but I just feel like the industry has been putting the jets behind her, you know, winning a Grammy, all this notoriety. I won't be surprised if Kendrick is on her next album, or I think she was at the Christmas thing they did in Compton. But recently she's made some comments that has really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, in particularly a lot of heterosexual men. She did an interview, not really an interview, more so like a sit down with somebody else, where she said that straight men are a red flag to her. Let's see if we can play this clip right here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me bring this back. Give me 1 second.
Straight man is the biggest red flag when dating, is what Doechii says, however you say her name. Let me play the video.
This is a huge red flag for me. All right. You know what's so crazy? I was gonna say men.
Now let's play the whole clip. Hold on, let's play the whole clip. Hold on, because this is like a little... I want to play the full clip. I don't want to play... Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find the full thing. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because he got the menacing music. I mean, respect to you content creators, but sometimes we just want the full clip and the full context of the clip. Doechii, straight. Maybe I could find it on... Give me 1 second. Here we go. Oh, was that it? Hold on, go back.
What's my biggest
Here we go. Let's take a look at this. This is Doechii.
dating red flag?
Her biggest red flag in dating.
Is it B?
Now keep in mind, this is her biggest red flag in dating. Her biggest red flag in straight men. Straight men are a red flag for her. And a lot this ticked off a lot of men. And all it made me say is this woman pushing an agenda. Like I said, I already called her an industry plant. Is she pushing an agenda now? Is she pushing an agenda? And what's with all this hate for men? Like, and let me say this first and foremost, right? Let me say this. You know, I think that, you know, women doing this is nasty. It's very nasty. Stop hating on men. And you're particularly hating on straight men. Why are you hating on straight men? Like, there's no positive straight men. There's no good straight men. And I think it's a bad narrative. It's a bad messages. And we also have to look at this. This is what I want everybody to look at. If there is a man out there, right? I'm saying this right here. If there is a man out there that has a narrative of saying all heterosexual women are the problem, all heterosexual women, we would deem, I think society would deem that man as a threat. If we saw a man that said that all straight women, all heterosexual women are the problem. They are the degenerates of society. They should be ushered upon. They should be rounded up. You know, like if a man came out his mouth with all that hatred and vitriol for women, we as a society would deem that man dangerous. We would say, yo, that man is dangerous because his rhetoric towards women. We gotta watch a dude like that. If he has that type of rhetoric towards women, that he's hating on women and he has all these issues with women. But I see that we allow this rhetoric to happen when it comes with women. We allow women in society to hate on men. We allow a society of women to hate on heterosexual men. Like literally hate on heterosexual men. And of course, she's aligned herself. You know, she identifies as queer. I think she let me see. I want to make sure I'm right here. I think she's come out as bisexual. Is bisexual. Let me see. Look, she's dated bisexual men. I've dated bisexual men, no problem. Doechii pushes back on Breakfast Club casual homophobia. So she's pretty much LGBTQ, right? She's dated men that have bounced hot dogs on their chin before. She has no issue. She has no issue with dating a man that, you know, he probably sucked off some dude in the movie theaters. Then he came to her house, picked her up for a date, and kissed her on the lips. She has no problem with that. She has no problem dating a dude that got his backside pounded out, right? She has no problem dating a dude like that. And I'm here to say, is this woman carrying out an agenda? Is she trying to carry out an agenda in hip hop? Is she trying to tell us, oh, you know, this is fine? Is she trying to carry out an agenda? Now, remember who she's aligned with. She's aligned with TDE. And I didn't think TDE was like this. I didn't think TDE, you know, everybody's looking at TDE as the patriot saints of hip hop. But they're running this narrative with this woman. And I have a question for Doechii, because you got Kendrick Lamar over there. You got Ab-Soul, Punch, all of her label mates. Would she say the same thing about her label mates? Are her label mates also a red flag? Because she said all heterosexual men are a red flag. Would you say that your label mates, your TDE label mates, are they a red flag? Are these men that built your label, these men that, you know, allowed you to come into their record label and create a home for you, are these men ick? Are these men also a red flag? Is Punch the person who signed you? Let's put Punch on the screen. TDE Punch. Is TDE Punch also a man that's a red flag? Because when women say these things, they act like there's no redeeming qualities for men. I mean, a lot of these women, they hate men so much. They don't care about their fathers that raised them. They don't care about their uncles that were in their lives. They don't care about their brothers. If they have kids, they don't care about their sons. They just hate men. They don't have any redeeming thing. Like, there's never been a redeeming man in your life. And you see how, it's TDE Punch. He's the guy. That's actually not Punch. I think that's that is Punch. Yeah. Are these men red flags? Because these are the men that propped you up. These are the men that gave you a record deal. These are the men that helped you facilitate your dream, Doechii. And, you know, a lot of women have this rhetoric where they hate men. They hate men. They hate men. They hate men. Hate men. And they act like they've never come across a redeeming man in their lives. They just sound miserable. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If a dude had that same type of rhetoric if a dude had that same type of rhetoric where he hates women, hate women, there's never been a redeeming man, a woman in his life, his mother, his auntie, his grandmother. If he had a daughter, his daughter, he's never had a redeeming woman in his life. I would deem that man a threat to society. If you cannot find any humanity in not one woman on this planet, I would deem you a threat to society. I would deem you a threat to all women. And I want to say, if there's a woman out there that has that type of rhetoric where you can't find not one redeeming thing in a man, not one redeeming thing in a male, then I would say that you are a threat to society.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Ryan says they like weak men. Yo, well, she likes men that get their backside pounded out. She likes men that get help. She likes men. She likes men like that. She likes men like that. Ryan says she wants a weak man. They want weak men. Yeah, they want weak men. She likes bisexual men. She would prefer to date a bisexual man. I've dated, look, this is what she said. I've dated bisexual men. No problem. Doechii pushes back on the Breakfast Club. Yeah. So she likes bisexual men. She doesn't like to date heterosexual men. She wants to date a guy who gets his backside pounded in. That's what she's into. That's what she likes. Let's continue. Yeah, they're bonding. They're bonding off of hating on men.
You don't find that suspicious?
These women are bonding off of hating on men. And that's why I put what I put in the poll today. Has feminism ever worked for black women? Because there's a lot of black women that have been aligning themselves with the feminist movement. Can we talk about it? Black women, black feminists have been aligning themselves with the feminist movement. When has feminism ever worked for black women? When has feminism ever worked for the black woman? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me when has feminism has never worked for black women? What happens is black women, they join these feminist movements, they take on these feminist ideals, right? They join these feminist movements, they take on these feminist ideals. And these white women use them. These white women use them. They put them at the front lines of these battles. And they use them. And pretty much though these white women, respectfully, these white women, they're not fighting for black women. They're not fighting for the rights of black women. They're not fighting for black women to get equal pay. They are fighting for white women. White women are fighting for white women. They are not fighting for black women. They are not fighting for minority women. They're not fighting for you. But black women continue to align themselves with these feminist movements. When will you get it that these white women are in bed with their white supremacist fathers? They're in tandem with their white supremacists, baby men that want to keep you oppressed. Sinclair says, do they hate their father? That's the thing, Sinclair. That's a good question. Let me put that up. Because, the way they sound is that there's no redemption in men. There's no redemption in men. There's not one male that they could look to and say, oh, this person was a good person. Because I would think that, maybe if your father wasn't around, maybe you had a grandfather, maybe you had an uncle, maybe you had some type of male in your life that was a positive male figure in your life. But you have women like this where they hate men. They hate men. They absolutely hate men. and this type of feminism never works. Black women are never gonna get ahead having this type of rhetoric. You're not gonna get ahead, hating on your black male counterparts. You're not gonna get ahead. We're not gonna get ahead as a race of people hating on black women. And I would say the same for black men. Black men, you're not gonna get ahead hating on black women. You're not gonna get ahead, degrading and disrespecting black women and stuff like. You're not gonna get ahead like that. Salute to Angela. I see Angela's in the building. What's up, Angela? Angela's in the building. What's up, Angela? But yeah, man, she really has this rhetoric of hating men. And I'm gonna be honest with you after this, because I was actually going to give her music an honest listen at some point. At some point, I was going to give her music an honest listen and say, maybe calling her an industry plant, maybe I was a little too harsh. But after this, I pretty much feel like she's an industry plant. She's trying to stir up a narrative right now. Men are a red flag. How are straight men a red flag?
I was gonna say men.
And they're bonding. They're bonding over their hatred for men. What other race of women does this outside of white? Can anybody tell me? Because we know that white women are the purveyors of the feminist movement, but what other race of women bond over hatred for their male counterparts? What other race of women does this? And I'm not, and just keep in mind, I'm not just putting this on black women, because I just said white women are the purveyors of the feminist movement. So I'm saying that white women are the purveyors of this. They're the ones who really do this, right? So outside of white women and black women, what other race of women are bond over hatred for their men? Because that's what I see. I see two black women bonding over hatred for heterosexual men in their communities. Not bonding off of blackness, bonding off of community, bonding off of culture, but bonding off of hatred for black men. Bonding over, and I'm talking about all black men. There's no redeeming qualities, because they said all straight men. So if your grandfather was a straight man, if your father was a straight man, your uncle, your brother, whoever it may be, your son, all of these men are red flags. They have no redemption. I agree, Sinclair. Hold on, let me put that up. I agree with that take, Sinclair. Sinclair says, hold on, let me put that up. Yeah, man, it's crazy though. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what other community does that. Sinclair says, emasculating men is apparently the status quo. It is. It is. It's what happens now. Salute to Eco. I see Eco's in the building. What's up to Eco? Yeah, it's what's happening now. You have two black women bonding off of hatred for black men. What other race does that? I don't see Hispanic women doing it. I don't see Jewish women doing it. I don't see Indian women doing it. I don't see Asian women doing it. I see black and white women, and in particular, Western, Americanized black and white women bonding for hatred for men in their communities. Now, listen, I understand why white women have a gripe with white men in their communities. I understand. White women are mad at white men. And white men are mad at white women. They've been at war for a long time. But but why do black women have so much vitriol for black men in the community? Why do they have so much vitriol? I know we got a couple black women in the building. Why do black women have so much vitriol for black men? I mean, I understand we're coming out of 400 years of slavery. You know, we're coming out of that. We're coming out of black women being downtrodden in society. We're coming out of, you know, the misogynistic, society that we have here in America. I understand, you know, women have not had it easy in America, but why are black women in this generation in particular? We're not going to go back to the 60s and the 50s and the 90s. I'm saying today in 2025, you know, with black women making more money than they've ever had, with black women with more freedoms that they've ever had, with black women, you know, more financially independent than they've ever been. Why do black women hate and have so much vitriol for heterosexual black men in the community today? Why? Because we're looking at two black women bonding off of hating black men in their community. That's what we're looking at here. That's what we're looking at here. Angela says, you can't take Doechii seriously. It's on camera, entertainment, and they are having fun. I disagree, Angela. I disagree. I take her very seriously. I think that she meant every word. I think she meant every word when she said what she said. I take her very seriously. I think she meant what she said. And you got to understand, Angela, this is not the first time black men have heard this rhetoric. This is not the first time men have heard this rhetoric. We've heard the rhetoric from women, how much they hate men and this, that, and the third. I mean, and you got to remember, she's in particularly going after straight men. So let's put homosexual and gay men to the side. She's going after heterosexual men in particular, and particularly. So I take her very seriously in what she's saying, you know, and they're bonding off of it. And even if you're saying that she's just having fun, it's a joke. They all say, everybody knows that there's a mini of truth hidden and just. So even though you're joking, even though you're playing around, there's a mini of truth in what you're saying. So, you know, in my opinion, I believe what she's saying. I don't take what she's saying as a joke. I think she's absolutely meant what she said. I don't take none of that what she's saying and say or it's a joke. I think she meant what she said. Eco says, have to understand what he means by industry plant. Yeah, she's absolutely an industry plant. You also say she has good music though. That's cap. I don't think she has good music. That's cap. I still haven't heard a song that made me want to say, oh man, that's a pretty good song. I haven't heard anything from her. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she's an industry plant, and she's been, you know, maybe she's trying to drive home an agenda. Maybe she's pushing that LGBTQ agenda. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Eco says, but they'll use her views to propagate false narratives, predictive on what identifies with. Yeah, you know, listen, I do think they're using her for an agenda. I think that they're propping her up. Clearly, they're propping her up. They're putting the jets behind her. She won a Grammy. They're creating buzz, and they're creating a lot of buzz behind her music. I don't think she's really all that, to be honest with you. I haven't really heard anything that makes me say, "Oh man, she's really incredible." Like, I haven't heard anything to this day. Angela says, in the U.S., black women make up more than 40% on the DV in intimate partner violence as of 2024. Is that true? Is that true? I always thought it was Hispanic was made up the majority. Domestic violence. Hold on. By race in the U.S. Maybe they have a chart we can see. Hold on, let me look at this one. Hold on. Rates by intimate partner violence by race and ethnicity. Now, what year is this? Okay, this is 2010, so this is a while ago. So yeah, you know what you're saying is pretty much right. Black is right here, 43%. This was in 2010 now. This is in 2010, so it may be a little bit different now. You did say it was 40%. Let's see. Let's do 2024. Let's do 2024. Give me 1 second. Trying to type it in. 22. Yeah. Yeah, 2024. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Let me see. This is women that have reported. No, this is different. This is different. Give me 1 second. I kind of want to see the chart. I don't really want the text. Hold on. I mean, what you're saying, it makes sense though, because I just looked at the 20. Even though that was like, you know, at least 15 years ago, that chart was still set about 14%. I mean, not 14, 40%. I just want this year, last year's. We have it. Yeah, black people account for a higher percentage of domestic violence. This is on Google. Related homicides than their percentage of the population. Black women are more likely to be victims of domestic violence homicides than other racial and ethnic groups. Hispanic women are now this is what I was thinking. I was thinking Hispanic women are probably higher, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. It is not a laughing matter. Let me chill. I've seen a lot of Hispanic women go through it. I've seen a lot of Hispanic women. I've seen it in high school. I've had Hispanic friends, and I've seen them. I've had coworkers who have they're Spanish women, and they've told me the horror stories about when them going back home. They thought that, you know, their husband thought that they were talking to somebody, and I've seen women I've seen women go to work with black eyes. I've seen a lot of domestic violence in the Hispanic community. I haven't seen too much in the black community. Maybe like once or twice, maybe. Like I'm talking about my own experiences, like, you know, from, you know, whether I've seen it at school, whether I've seen it by way of a friend, a family member. I've only seen it about 2 times, you know, in the black community. In the Hispanic community, I've lost count. I've seen it a lot of times in the Hispanic community. So I've always thought that it was more prevalent in the Hispanic community. But by way of what Google is saying, it's saying black women are more likely to be victims of domestic violence homicides than other racial and ethnic groups. Hispanic women are more likely to be victims of domestic violence homicides than, okay, so they're saying Hispanic and black women are more likely to be victims of domestic violence. Now listen, like I said, I agree. Like I said earlier, have black women had it hard in America? Absolutely. Black women have had it hard in America. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like they haven't. They absolutely have had it hard in America. But we have to be honest here. You know, black women and black men, we're fighting under the same oppression. We're not fighting under different oppression. Like we're pretty much fighting for the same things. We're fighting for the right to be treated like a human. We're fighting for our basic necessities. We're fighting, you know, racial inequalities and poverty and things of that. We're fighting for the same initial things. Now, have black women and black men been warring with one another? Absolutely. But let's be real here. Can we be honest? Has that war been imposed? Has that war been influenced by white supremacy? I would say it has been. I would say the war between black men and black women has been influenced by the white supremacy. We all know that the black homes were the strongest it's ever been in the 40s and in the 50s. What happened around that time? Why did the black home stop being strong? Why did the black homes, black homes in the 1950s. Hold on, let me see if I can put that up. Black homes in the 1950s. Hold on. In the 1950s, black homes and communities were targeted with discriminatory I'm looking for black, actually not black homes, black marriages in the 1950s. In the 1950s, marriage rates for black Americans were similar to those of white Americans, but has since declined. Why has it since declined? I would say no, just by way of America is changing, but we also have to realize that feminism hit the black community hard. They started kicking black men out of the house. The government told black women, "Hey, black women, you don't need no nigga in your house. We'll be your baby daddy. We'll have him pay child support, and we'll give you governmental assistance." Remember, they'll come to your home. If they found out you had a man in your home, you had an able-bodied man in your home, they would take away your governmental assistance. The government kicked black men out of the house. Black women weaponized, the governmental assistance against black men. That's a fact. So we can't act like there hasn't been a war against black relationships. It hasn't been a war against black and black men and black women. It has been a war against us. And I'm not saying that that's black women's fault. I'm not saying it's black men's fault. But we have had some racial inequalities. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying in there. Hold on. I see y'all talking. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see. I just got to catch up because my system is moving kind of slow. Give me 1 second, y'all. Ryan says true, but it's not white supremacy. That's cap. That's cap. That's 1000% cap. It is white supremacy. White supremacy is the reason. It was white supremacy imposing themselves, because you got to remember the black community at one point was stronger. Black marriages and black homes were stronger than white communities in white relationships. That all changed. Angela says black women in particular are gambling with their lives depending on who they date and marry. I don't necessarily. Me personally, I don't care who anybody dates. You could be with whoever you want to be. Whoever you want to be, it's up to you. I don't necessarily, whoever you want to be with. I'm not big on that. Black women got to be with this and black women. My only thing with anybody dating out of their race, this is my only thing. This is the only thing. Because at a certain point, I really cared about this. But at this particular point, I don't really care. Whoever you want to be with whoever makes you happy. But my only thing, I just hate when somebody gets in a relationship with the opposite race. Let's say a black woman gets with a white man. I hate when a black woman gets in a relationship with a white man and she starts talking down on black men. Oh, black man ain't this and black man ain't that. Black man, da da da. I hate that. And guess what? If a black man does it, I absolutely hate it too. If a black man starts dating a white woman and he starts talking down on black women, oh, black women this, black women that. You got this weave in your hair and all this nonsense. I think that's corny. So that's the only thing that I dislike. But if whoever you want to be with, be with whoever you be with. I don't think that's But black women have to stop acting like they have to stop acting like black men are not, like they're not desired and there's not black men that want to work with them and marry them. I think that's cap. I think that's cap. But yeah, I don't have a problem with anybody. Whoever anybody wants to date, I don't really have a problem with that, to be honest with you. Angela says, those are red pill and manosphere talking points, true and living. What are you talking? What am I saying that's red pill? What am I saying that's red pill? What am I saying that's red pill? Come on. I hate that. I don't like that. I resent that, Angela. I'm not a red pill manosphere guy. I'm not a red pill manosphere guy, to be honest with you. I'm really not. I don't really vibe with none of those points. I think that I think black love is a good thing. I think that we should have more black relationships. Like, I don't necessarily care who anybody's with. You could be with whoever you want to be with. I'm for women having rights. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, there's nothing I'm saying that I feel like is. What am I saying that's a manosphere? That's a manosphere point. I don't know. Angela now saying goodnight. I don't know what I said wrong. I don't know what I said wrong. All right, Angela. I don't know what I said wrong though. I don't know what I said that's manosphere. I don't know. You would have to tell me. Eco says, I study too, but we can't neglect that men are not likely to report DV. That's a fact. That is a fact. Because, I mean, we're talking about women, and not just black women, Hispanic women, and white women. We can throw white women in there. You know, white women, you know, all these different women, they deal with DV. But how many men out there are suffering in silence? There's a lot of men out there suffering in silence. They don't call nobody. They don't reach out to the police. Hey, 911, my girlfriend, she just beat my ass. A lot of men out there are suffering in silence. But you know, women don't care about that. Let's be real. Do women care about the men? I'm asking the women since I'm on a manosphere since I'm on a manosphere rampage. Do the majority of women care that men are out there getting their ass beat? I would say no. I would say the majority of women don't really care that men are out there getting their ass beat. I'm just being honest. I don't think that majority of them care. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of men out there getting their ass beat. I don't see women talking about them. They don't care. They don't care that a man is getting his ass beat. They don't care that a man is not reporting it. They don't care that a man is suffering in silence. You know? So, I mean, I don't personally, you know, yeah, but yeah, I don't like the fact that Angela said that. Why she say that for? I'm on some manosphere talking points. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really vibe with none of those guys. I don't really agree with majority of their talking points. Now, there's a few things that they say that I may agree with, but the majority of the things that they say, I don't agree with none of those things. Like the stuff that Myron Gaines be saying about black women, I don't be saying none of that stuff. I would never say none of that stuff about black women. So, you know, there's a lot of, you know, I don't really rock with that whole red pill manosphere stuff, to be honest with you. Angela says, I don't want anyone abused, period. Okay, you know, I'm just saying majority of women don't care that men are being abused. Me personally, right? In terms of women being abused, I care. I care that women are getting abused. Like if I hear that a woman is being abused, or if I see it, if I saw something, I would definitely call the police. I would definitely see what was going on. I would actually care. If I saw it on the television, I would care. If I saw that a woman was being abused on TV, I would care. If a woman, I'm not saying you, Sinclair, but majority of women, if they saw that a man was being abused, if they saw that a man was getting his ass beat by a woman, majority of them would not care.
You don't find that suspicious?
Nobody's talking about that. Nobody cares about that. They don't care about the men suffering, you know? And I'm not saying you, Sinclair. I'm saying that majority of women would not care, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying majority of women just don't care that men are suffering. But listen, like I said, have black women had it hard in America? Absolutely. Absolutely. They've had it hard in America. But does that make it right for them to start hating on their male counterparts? Like I said, we're not going to get anywhere hating on one another. Where are we going to get hating on one another? You got to think, look at history. The history of civilization shows men and women working together, building families, building homes, building civilization, creating the next generation. We have worked together for civilizations. Why are we picking now, 2025, now to hate on one another? oh, I hate all straight men. I hate them. I hate all straight men. How does that work? How does that get us to the next phase of civilization? How does that get us to where we're going? How does that build homes? How does that build families? How does that build the future? We can't build a future with hating on one another. Oh, I hate all straight men. Oh, I hate all black women. How does that work? That does not work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work for society. That doesn't work for civilization. We're not going to get nowhere doing that. And I'm saying that as far as for black men and black women, we're not going to get nowhere hating on one another. But that's like I said, I feel like she's pushing an agenda, and I understand she's with her friend. They bonding off of hating on men. But where does that get the community of black women? Where does that get the community of black women? I understand your hurt. When we get past your hurt, when we get past your pain, when we get past of what you've been through, when we get past the abusive relationships, when we get past of all of that, how does that help civilization? How does that help future generation? How does that help black marriages, black kids, black homes? How does that help? The reality of it doesn't help. It does not help, but we're gonna end it there. You know, Doechii, she's a clown. She's an industry plant, and I think she's trying to push a narrative within hip hop. It is what it is. Let's get into these Long Island fires. Anybody that's been watching the news, the Long Island fires, they've been running rampant. Let me see if we can pull up some Long Island fires. Pull up some images, some video. Long Island fires.
Sorry to ruin your groove. Isn't that the worst?
It's been run. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna get into my theory of what I think is happening. Long Island fires. Yeah, I actually saw that yesterday too. That in particular video.
Brush fires started around 1 p.m. today, and we had 4 separate fires starting from Center Murches to East Murches, Eastport, and then into West Hampton. The fire right now currently is 50% contained in the West Hampton area here.
Yeah, see, this is on the out. This is more out east. This is like near the Hamptons and stuff like that. This is far out east, farther. So I haven't been seeing much smoke where I'm at. I haven't seen too many smoke clouds and things of that nature. It hasn't really impacted Nassau County, and I'm from Nassau County, so this is more in Suffolk County. But you know, condolences to anybody who's dealing with any type of loss by way of property or anything else. You know, condolences to people out east.
We're very much involved.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, it's very weird. Don't y'all find it weird that those brush fires in California happened in the affluent areas in California, right? Out of nowhere. And here you have brush fire out of nowhere happening out in eastern Long Island. Me personally, I believe now I'm getting into a conspiracy theory here, right? Hear me out. I'm getting into a conspiracy with this one. I think that these fires are being started by someone. I think that there's an arsonist out there. Now I don't know if it's a climate control arsonist. I don't know if it's a tree hugging liberal out there or a Democrat. I think that somebody's out there starting these fires. I think that this is organized confusion. Somebody's out there in these woods starting these fires on purpose. You got to remember, I live in Long Island as well. On the day that this happened, right? I was outside when this happened. It was a cold day. It's been cold in Long Island. It's a cold day. I don't see where a brush fire would just happen out of nowhere. It is not feasible. In California, the temperature is humid. It's hot all year round. It's a little bit different in California. We live in New York. It's cold. We're still in winter. I think spring is in a week or so. Spring is going to be in a week or so, but we're still in winter. So I don't see how a brush fire out of nowhere just happens out in the woods in Long Island somewhere, and then now it's all of this brush fire happening. This is organized confusion. Yeah, this is definitely organized confusion. This is controlled chaos. Someone's doing this purposefully. And I'm sure that the arsonist investigation won't find anything. Just like with the California, we still haven't heard where those fires were started in California. Has anybody heard where those fires started in California? I think that was controlled as well. I also think that somebody else propagated that. We still haven't heard what happened with those fires. I believe that all of this is controlled chaos. Ryan says direct energy weapon, same as Hawaii. Yeah, man, listen, I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but it's very weird. It's very weird. Me personally, I also want to say that, now listen, I know that I could be hard on the Democrats. I understand that I blame them for everything because I know that's probably going to be the narrative, right? That's probably going to be the narrative. Sinclair says, was it an expensive area? Yes. We're talking about the Hamptons. A lot of that fire was in the Hamptons. Out east is really the more affluent. You got to remember, let me show you this, Sinclair, because I don't know if you know this. Suffolk County is the richest county in America. Let me show you. I don't know if you know this, Sinclair. Richest county in America. Look at this, Sinclair. Suffolk County. Well, actually, it might be Nassau County. The number one richest county in America. Oh, they said Luxon County. Well, one of the richest counties is in Long Island. Yeah, Long Island, Nassau County. What is Suffolk County on here as well? Suffolk County. Yeah, but Long Island, Suffolk County, Nassau, it's some of the richest counties in America. Yeah, right here, Suffolk County. It's one of the richest counties. Oh, that's not it. That's Summit, my fault. I gotta get some high-powered glasses, man. Yeah, but Long Island, it has one of the richest counties in America. And that's where a lot of these fires were propagated. That's pretty much what my point is. Long Island has some of the richest counties in America. These fires were propagated in an expensive area, and we all know about the Hamptons and stuff like that. The Hamptons, a lot of celebrities live in the Hamptons. A lot of those brush fires were in that area, out there in Riverhead, out more so on the eastern end of Long Island. Let's play this again.
Thank enough the volunteer firefighters of all over Suffolk County. When you come all the way out east to West Hampton, but you see people from North Babylon, and you see people from other departments, you know that there's a brotherhood or sisterhood of firefighters that want to help, that are there, that volunteer their time, and they've all come out with one purpose in mind, to make sure that they help a community in distress.
Yeah, I think that these fires are, I think somebody's starting these fires. The Democrats are desperate. And listen, I understand what you guys feel. Everything is not the Democrats' fault, True and Living. You're always blaming the Democrats. But you have to understand how the Democrats are. Look how the Democrats are. Every time the Democrats lose an election or something like that, or a primary, whatever it may be, they get in panic mode. What was it in 2020? Think about it. In 2020, what was going on in 2020? Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, protests, the burning down of police precincts, protests everywhere. They turned up, right? The Democrats were active. What happens right now? What's going on right now? The migrant crisis, the people protesting, the Mexicans are protesting in the street. They got the Ukraine. They're following J.D. Vance. They're protesting. It's a lot of panic going around. It's controlled chaos. Is it crazy to believe that there's some crazy liberal in these woods starting these fires, creating controlled chaos? Is it crazy to believe? Exactly. Sinclair said another thing. I forgot about that. The pandemic. What about the pandemic? The pandemic. Exactly. I think it's all controlled chaos. It's all controlled chaos. The Democrats are in panic mode. They're in panic mode. Donald Trump is winning. The party looks weak. They look absolutely weak. And they're doing everything to scramble. Let's start this little situation here. Primaries is coming up. Not primaries. Midterms is coming up. They got to deal with 4 years of Trump in office. The Democratic Party is absolutely weak. They don't have any leadership. They're panicking right now. So they got to start little situations and things of that nature. That's my opinion. I think that's where these fires are being propagated. I don't think this is natural. This is not natural catastrophe. This is very controlled. Somebody out there doing these things. I mean, it was a cold day. Let me see what the temperature was last night. Last night temperature in Long Island had to be 40 degrees last night. Look, last night was about 28 degrees. It was like 28 degrees, maybe around 12. It might have been 40, 45 degrees maybe. Yeah, look, yesterday was 46. That was the high. It was 46 degrees on Long Island. 46 degrees, almost like 6 degrees above 40. You're telling me some brush fire started in the wild of Long Island with 40-degree weather on a cold day? A brush fire out of nowhere just started. It's weird, bro. No, I don't think it was dry brush. I think somebody was out there and they started this arsonist. That's what I think. Long Island hasn't had a brush fire like that in a long time. It's been a long time. Yeah, Sinclair says, so it isn't dry brush. No, I don't believe it's dry brush. I don't believe it's dry brush. I don't believe whatsoever. We haven't had a wildfire in Long Island in a very long time. It's been a very long time. Very long time. Might be over 20 years. So, I don't necessarily believe what, even when they finally do come with the arsonist report or whatever, I don't think I'm going to believe it. I don't think I'm going to believe nothing they say, to be honest with you. But good news is most of the, the fires have been contained. Most of them are controlled at this point. But condolences to anybody who lost any type of property or any type of anything in regards of that fire. Yeah, man, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Is there anything else y'all want me to get to talk to? Anything else that I should talk about? Is there anything else I should talk about? Let me see. I'm on the shade room right now. Let me see what the shade room talking about. Did I miss anything? Do y'all want to talk about DDG and what's that girl's name? The girl like an alien. I forgot her name. I think it's Haley. Haley Bailey. Y'all want to talk? Do y'all really want to talk about? I don't really want to talk about that. I mean, listen, man. If you shot the club up and you didn't put a ring on her finger, you already know what it is, man. Like, come on. What am I supposed to tell you? You shot the club up. You didn't put a ring on her finger. Of course, she's gonna take you for a ride, bro. I'll take you for a ride. Did anybody hear the Tory Lanez album? Before we get out, anybody hear the Tory Lanez album, the Peterson? Anybody hear the Tory Lanez album? Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe I'll give a little review right now about the Tory Lanez Peterson album. So Tory Lanez dropped this Peterson's album. This is E. Cole's favorite album. Salute to E. Cole. This is his favorite album. He said this album is fire. So Tory Lanez put out this album, and I did a review on it. It's on TikTok. I haven't put it on the site yet. So he puts this album out, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not feeling this album. I think this album is garbage. I think this is a garbage album. I only listened to it once. I only gave it a listen one time. So you could judge me for that. You could say, well, you only heard it one time, True and Livin'. It's not like you gave it an honest listen. Not like you actually sat down, took in all the instrumentation and all the wordplay. You only heard it once. But I gotta be honest with you guys. I just wasn't feeling it, bro. I don't like the direction, for one. He's on this album, on some like he's the big gangster in jail now. He's on this album talking about, they just stabbed somebody in the showers and all that. Like, dog, I don't want to hear all of that. Nigga, you an R&B rapper. You're not no thug rapper. You're not no drill rapper. Even on the cover of this album, you can see he's trying to have this gangster persona. E. Cole says, man, album was fire. Hold on. Let me put his poll. Let me put his comment up. He said this album was fire. Stop it. Stop it. This album was garbage, bro. I'm gonna give it another chance though. I'm gonna listen to it one more time, and maybe I'll put a full review out of it. But yeah, I thought the album was whack. I don't like the direction. I think personally, I think Tory needs to just chill. Do your debt to society. You shot baby girl in the foot, and you decided not to take the stand. I think that was a bad idea. I think you should have took the stand, because everybody took the stand. Kelsey took the stand. Meg took the stand. You should have took the stand. So you decide not to take the stand, and now you're paying for it. Now you got to sit down for, I think he got 10 years. And listen, I think that's sad that he got to do 10 years. But you never decided to speak, your truth. You decided to hold off on that. And now you're in jail, and you're trying to, give us this gangster persona. You stabbed, not you, but somebody got stabbed in the jail, and all these war stories. Tory, I don't believe it. You're not in there for no gangster crimes. You wasn't, the super OG when you went in there. You wasn't on the corner chopping up rocks. You wasn't outside banging with Briss Breezy. You shot baby girl in the foot. You shot a woman in the foot, man. Stop it. You're not a gangster rapper. You're an R&B rapper. Look at E. Cole talking about, I think Kelsey did it. Look, you blaming a woman. If Kelsey did it, why didn't Tory dime her out? Don't forget, let's play that jail call. Actually, let's play that jail call. Because we got people still saying that Kelsey did it. I can't believe it. Let's play that jail call. Hold on, let's play that jail call. Let's have some. People love this revisionist history. Jail call. Let's see if we can play that jail call. Where's that jail call at? Let me see.
See that nigga run out to the yard and he got backflip, crying in the cell.
Oh, not this. This is what he was rapping on the phone or whatever. Here we go. Tory calls Kelsey.
This is a free call from.
Tell me if this sounds like an innocent man, y'all. Does this sound like an innocent man? Does this sound like an innocent man? Let me know. Does this sound like an innocent man to you?
LAPD jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call. Thank you for using Telmate.
Hello.
Hey.
Y'all got out.
Even like the sound in his voice. Eco, we're going through this jail phone call. Listen to the sound in his voice. The sound in his voice sounds like a defeated Negro. He sounds like a defeated, and listen, I'm not trying to clown Tory because I'm sure it was a traumatic experience. I mean, a woman gets shot in the foot. All three of you get thrown in jail. You get thrown in the back of the police car. I'm sure it was a traumatic experience, but he sounds so defeated. He sounds like a nigga. He doesn't sound like somebody's innocent that can't wait to prove his innocence. He doesn't sound like somebody who's innocent and I can't wait to tell my side of the story. I can't wait to let everybody know that I had nothing to do with this. He don't sound innocent to me.
Hey.
Y'all got out safe, mate.
Y'all got out safe?
Huh?
Y'all got out. Anything y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside
Megan's still in the hospital after you shot her in the foot.
the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
Why what?
You said what?
I said Megan's in the hospital still.
Megan's in the hospital, nigga. Megan's in the hospital, you little leprechaun. You shot her in the foot. You was geeked up off of Perk 30 and you shot her in the foot. She's in the hospital, nigga. We can't talk now. We can't talk.
I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know.
Kelsey doesn't sound like somebody to me that's that did it. Kelsey seems like she's there with her friend, and I know they're not on good terms anymore, but she sounds like a concerned friend. She sounds like, I'm at the hospital, I'm waiting for my friend. Yeah, we had this little fight, this little argument in the back seat, but I mean, she's hurt right now, so I'm here for her. Tory is the one who sounds like, oh man, what happened, man? What's going on? Where y'all at, man? I gotta know where y'all at.
Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again. But
She's probably never gonna talk to me ever again. You heard that? Let's play that again.
I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again.
Why would he say that? She's probably never gonna talk to me ever again. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? I just want you to let you know I was just so drunk.
I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro.
I didn't even know that's what the F was going on. This is what he said.
I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like that ass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro.
I'll never do some ish like that. To me, that was a nail in the coffin. That was a nail in the coffin, man. He said he'll never do some ish like that. Come on, bro. This is what he said. This is what he said verbatim.
Just the nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so whatever.
Yeah.
But regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. And that's not.
Yeah. So pretty much, I believe he did it. I believe he did it. I believe he has something. But in terms of this album, yeah, I think the album was whack. People still saying, Tory didn't do it. I think the jail phone call pretty much lays out what happened. Pretty much, I think he had the gun, and you could say accidentally. He may have accidentally hit Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. I think Meg Thee Stallion. I don't think, let me say this. I don't think he shot her. I think he let off a shot and a bullet ricocheted, right? And maybe like some type of shrapnel or some type of, the bullet, kind of broken off. Like, got hit, ricocheted maybe. I don't think he shot at her foot. I think the bullet hit something and it ricocheted and hit her foot. But either way, no matter how you slice it, that's still shooting her. So either way, no matter how you look at it, I think he's guilty, and he's probably going to be sitting in jail for the rest of his life. Not rest of his life. He got 10 years. He'll be out. He'll probably be out in 8. I think he gets out in 8. Yeah, but that's it. You know, I didn't like the album. I'm gonna leave it there. I didn't like the Tory album. I wasn't amused. Maybe I should talk about Taxstone. Taxstone recently, he got charged. We'll go through some of these topics, man. Taxstone recently got charged with attempting to smuggle contraband behind bars. This nigga still trying to smuggle in a Snickers bar between the crack of his ass. What's wrong with this nigga? Some nigga just don't learn, man. Taxstone, real name Daryl Campbell, has been charged with conspiracy to smuggle contraband into MDC. I think, is it Diddy in MDC? No, Diddy's in a federal prison. I'm bugging. I thought Diddy was in MDC for a reason. Yeah, where he is serving time in his involvement with the fatal shooting of Troy Ave's bodyguard in they actually got the date on that wrong. It says 2006. It wasn't 2006. Thursday, U.S. attorneys announced that Taxstone and 4 other inmates have been accused of attempting to smuggle drugs and other items behind bars, as alleged between April 2024. Campbell used a contraband cell phone to conspire with others to smuggle contraband into MDC. So pretty much, he was trying to smuggle in drugs into the prison. This dude is an idiot, right? This dude is an idiot, right? He's been a bully his whole life. Taxstone, he's been a bully his whole life. He tells a story how he bullied somebody. He continued to bully somebody. He was, his for a long time. And the man finally decided to step up to him. And by way of the man stepping up to him, he lost an eye. Taxstone lost an eye because he kept bullying someone. He didn't know when to stop. And, years later, he continues to bully Troy Ave. He bullies Troy Ave. Bully Troy Ave. And then Troy Ave finally decides to step up for himself. And now Taxstone is in jail for the rest of his life. This man was a bully. He didn't know when to let up. He didn't know when to stop. He's still acting like he's the biggest gangster. He's still, he's still talking tough from the cell of his prison. And to me, it just screams that, this dude is an idiot. He could have potentially made millions. He could have made so much money. He could have literally been where Gillian Wallow is. Gillian Wallow is making millions of dollars, doing podcasts. They're making money. They're going all over the world. They're talking to all of the celebrities. They're reaping the benefits of their hard work. And Wallow is along for the ride, and he's had it tough. And he's a man who's recently been in prison, and he's changed his life, turned his life around. And then you got a guy like Taxstone who's been through it all. He went to prison before. He's went through the hard times. He's been down on his luck, and he finds a path in life with podcasting, and it's gaining steam. He has finally some worth, and he throws it all away for his pride, for his ego. He throws it all away for his pride and his ego. Just to prove that he's some type of gangster. He's still talking tough. Troy Ave already put the nail in his coffin. Listen, Eco says, hold on, because Eco says he's talking about Troy. Hold on. Sinclair said Lanez is available for parole in 2029. Wow, that's a long time away, man. Man, that's sad, man. Eco says Tax was the only one to call him out. Personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. Troy Ave, listen, he's not the most likable guy. I agree. Troy Ave is not a likable guy. But at the end of the day, Troy Ave was defending himself. Taxstone was a bully. He kept bullying Troy Ave. And then Troy Ave was like, listen, I'm not going to be bullied any longer. E. Cole says Troy Ave attacked Tax that night, which led to Ave's friend getting deleted. Well, there's different events to that story. There's different stories. I've heard that side. I've heard Taxstone pressing Troy. There's different sides to this story. I don't know necessarily. I did hear more people. I've heard more people say Troy Ave approached Tax. So that may be true. But let's make no mistake. Was Taxstone bullying Troy Ave online? Was he bullying him online? Was he constantly picking at him, talking about him? Maybe Troy Ave just had enough. How many podcasts is enough where you're talking about me? Talking about I'm soft, I'm weak, and my music is trash. How many more podcasts? Troy Ave would just, standing up for himself at some point. But at the end of the day, Taxstone is an idiot. He's an idiot. He threw it all away just to prove he's a gangster. He threw it all away just to say, "Oh, I'm the biggest gangster in the hip hop," and yada yada yada. You could have had millions. You could have had the biggest podcast, but you let your pride and your ego get out of control. And listen, it's sad. I think it's sad that he's gonna spend the rest of his life in jail. But what you did that night was messed up. And E. Cole, you keep standing up for Tax. Why did Tax bring a gun to the city? Why did he bring a gun to the city? Why did he bring a gun to the city, E. Cole? You know good and well that anybody that brings a gun to the city, you don't have any good intentions. Yeah, he brought a gun. He brought a gun to, what was it, Irving Plaza? Wasn't that Irving Plaza? Let me look that up. Who brings a gun to Irving Plaza? Hold on, was that Irving Plaza? I just want to make sure. Who brings a gun to Irving? Like, we're talking about in the middle of Times Square here. Troy Ave shooting. Wasn't it Irving Plaza? I'm trying to remember. Irving Plaza, right? I think it was Irving Plaza. Was it? Yeah, Irving Plaza. Yeah, it was at Irving Plaza. Yeah, who brings a gun to Irving Plaza, bro? Irving Plaza is in the middle of the city. We're talking about Manhattan here. You can't bring handguns unless you're a police officer, unless you're like a licensed bodyguard, an armed bodyguard. You can't have a firearm, a handgun in the middle of Manhattan. What was he doing with a handgun in the middle of Manhattan? He was that. See, that's where he messed up at, Eco. The fact that he brung a firearm to Manhattan. The fact that he got in the club with the firearm in Manhattan. The fact that the gun was had a scratched off serial and he had it and his prints were on it. All of that is why he's in jail. Yeah, man. So listen, man, he threw away a promising podcast career. He had a promising podcast career. He could have made a lot of money, and he threw it all away for pride and ego. Let's just be honest here. He threw it all away for pride and ego. He's still talking tough from the cells of his jail cell. Still clapping at academics. Still clapping at Joe Budden. These guys are living in multi-million-dollar mansions, eating caviar out of a Colombian chick's ass, drinking champagne, and he's keeping his milks cold in the toilet. He's eating ramen noodle every night. And he's probably sharing a cell with a fish. He threw it all away. He threw it all away just to prove a point. He threw it all away just to prove he's gangster. He proved it all, So, that's it about Taxstone. I don't like Tax. I don't like Tax because he's a bully. I don't like bullies. He's been a bully his whole life. I don't like bullies. So that's it on Tax. But you know, in terms of that, that's about it. Is there anything else y'all want me to talk about? Anything else of importance? Anything else to talk about? Let me know now, or forever hold your peace. Is there anything else I should get to? Let me know. Yeah, so I guess that's about it, man. Listen, y'all. What time is it actually? Oh, it's 12. Yeah, let me call it a night because I got things to do. Listen, guys. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to E. Cole. Salute to Sinclair. Salute to Angela. Salute to FBA. Salute to Ryan. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. Hey, make sure you guys come out for the next live stream. We're going to continue to do more live stream. I may try to do a live stream every day. I'm going to try to do a live stream every day on a new topic, different things, right? So make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys check out the next video and stay tuned. But with that being said, you guys have a productive week. And I'll see you guys soon, man. We out. Y'all have a good night. Toodles.
Repping the road, foreign guys on my name and they toes. These studies have knocked me honestly, put the seat back.